I was the designer, and the research was aftershocks on the Richter scale. Basically, they have found that there's a law, an Amori law it's called, and they've found that they can use that for financial crashes. So it's the same kind of maths applied to financial crashes as to aftershocks.
The frequency of aftershocks decays as a power loss. And if we look at a financial crash, the decay rate of high volatility events in the market also decays with the same sort of law.
She needs the graphs, but then you also need an explanation of the graphs. It's no good just an empty graph. So that's how she communicated, basically, by just giving me one of her papers. They were all in it initially, and then we just worked together to try and cut down what would go on the poster, you know. We just wanted one or two graphs and a little bit of text with each, so it wasn't too bad, yeah.
I sent her some details of my research, and then I sent some text and graphs that I specifically wanted involved, and then the designer's idea of how to put it together, kind of like a timeline. So I had to adjust the text a little bit to make it fit in with that idea.
She does a lot of work with returns graphs, and there is a returns graph on it, so the whole poster is a giant returns graph. So, visually, that worked. In the background, there's an image of an aftershock that's happening in Japan. So it's very relevant, even though it might just look like water to some people, it is quite relevant. So I was happy that, even if you don't get it, it still looks nice,
I found it a really interesting thing for me to do, to try to make what I'm doing accessible, I suppose. I think it's quite interesting, but it had to make me look at it in a different way, to make it something that would be accessible for others to understand. And I think that's always good, because we can get very wrapped up in our research and our scientific language and everything, and it's very good for us if we're able to bring it down to a level where we can communicate it to different people from different disciplines.